on this to make sure that there is virtually no, at best, very little opportunity for the county to suffer any financial penalty here at all. In fact, it's specifically designed so that on the first retiree who stands the opportunity to begin saving money on the taxpayers of Chicago County. That's why we had no interest at all in the state's home. That one we did our analysis on. That would cost us a significant amount of money. Our own homegrown development program would save the taxpayers money, not only this year, but substantial money going into next year.
Briefly, how will it save?
We are very intentional about offering enough financial incentive to get people to retire early. Historically, in 1998 and 2002, as we've offered a similar way, and it doubled the number of people who retired. This particular time, we gave enough incentive to get people to retire in much similar numbers, but the offering was limited. So we immediately started saving money. We already funded health insurance to balance this year, and with the retiree, we don't have to pay unemployment insurance. We'd otherwise have to pay on the way off. This helps some of our more senior employees who are thinking about retiring in the near term, retire now, and helps save potential loss of newer employees through layoffs or terminations of positions that would have to occur if they did not get these retirees in these numbers we're expected.
And do you have a number? What number are you expecting?
In our analysis, we've shown that there's approximately 80 million employees who are prime opportunities for us to have them retire early. I personally believe we'll exceed that number because given the opportunity that's being presented, folks can retire with a little bit of a cash bonus or a little bit of an extended health insurance provision that does provide us with savings from the moment they retire.
And that would be effective January 1st?
No, in fact, it's designed specifically to encourage people to retire immediately, beginning July 1st. And there's 3 different components with more incentive to retire during the month of July, a little less incentive in August, a little less incentive in September. Again, encouraging the early retirement and maximize the savings to the county.
Now, out of 81, out of how many employees would be eligible?
Well, really, it comes down to the first hurdle is, do they qualify under the standard New York State retirement provisions to retire? And we do have provisions in there that indicate that if you have 30 years of employment, you can retire. Or if you're otherwise entitled to retire at over 55. So we've identified that there's 81 that are very likely to accept it, but there's a significant number of others that could, should they choose to retire, take their benefits, and move on to another job or into another opportunity.
Now, management positions, are they affected?
They are not included in this. This is only the organized labor force. It does not include managers. When we did our calculations, we were not confident that offering this to managers would offer the taxpayers the savings. And that's really what we're looking for here, is to provide the taxpayers of Chicago County the savings. This does. We're confident of that. I'm pleased that the legislature decided to support this effort to be proactive with regard to the challenges that we're facing next year's budget.
And let's talk about why those savings are so important. I mean, projected next year, we're looking at about an $18 million deficit, is that right?
That's correct. That's why we're not waiting until January to start making the decisions that need to be made to maximize the opportunities for people in Chicago County to benefit from these early decisions. And not easy ones either, because we're making other difficult decisions as we go, but important ones. So I started my budget process 3 months early. I've already had meetings with my department heads and provided them with targets that they need to meet for next year's budget, aggressive targets. And I want to give them full opportunity to do that. The early retirement option that we just offered will open up spaces in their departments of people retiring. We can either hold those spaces open, realign work assignments, realign job titles to make sure we're doing the work we have to in the most efficient and effective way we can.
Would you say this is what's the annual budget for Chicago County?
Our annual budget is $230 million, $235 million. $35 million of that is pass-through sales tax dollars. So actual dollars and cents wise is $200 million. We only control 13% of that though. All the other 87% of the budget is involved in state mandates and required services. So what we're looking at is trying to find ways where we can have positive impacts, not only on that 13%, which we are and will continue to have impact on by reducing our cost, becoming more efficient. We're also looking at those areas in the 87%, and that is if we can help people, incentivize them to retire, some of our most highly paid workers, because they've had great careers with the county and through longevity and years of service, They're being paid more than new employees. Encourage them to retire, we can fill in with less expensive employees, and new employees that can begin careers with the county and be effective. Additionally, new employees, due to work we did last year, will be contributing more towards their health insurance. They also come in at a tier 5 that New York State authorized last year. So those two items also add to cost savings for the taxpayers of Chautauqua County, driving down our expenses to run county government. So that's another reason why this is a good thing.
Was there a deficit last year?
No.
No.
We've balanced our budget every year. We've reduced the property tax rate every year. Last year we reduced not only the rate but the levy as well. Our sales tax has been reduced by almost a quarter through reduction in rate. So we have been doing more with less. Every year I've been county executive, and our goal here now, given the financial impacts of the state's increase in our pension obligations of $5 million next year over this year.
Yes, and that's my question. Is that the reason why we're in this situation?
Certainly. One of the big reasons is that our pension obligations have been increased by $5 million at the state level. Medicaid costs have gone up by $773,000. Social programs costs are going to be going up by $1 million for us next year. All the while the state has been reducing our payments coming to us in a variety of areas. So this is controlling what you control, encouraging proper decisions on management and workforce, maximizing non-tax revenue that we're generating through our methane to electric plant and other efforts, all directed at improving our services and cutting our costs and cutting the obligations to the people of Chautauqua County.